Hello everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to my channel. HunyuanVideo model is one of the best open source model when it comes to text to video generation. We already have covered this model a lot on the channel, so if you're interested, just search with HunyuanVideo and you should be able to find heaps of videos. Recently, I have been playing around with LoRa's of these HunyuanVideo. LoRa's are smallish model which generates a specific style of images or videos whenever they are built on top of the base model. We already have covered a lot of LoRa model for image models like Stable Diffusion and Flux. And recently I showed you this HunyuanVideo LoRa, which was through which we were able to create this Makima style character. And then there are few other um LoRa's available for this HunyuanVideo. One of the commenter on the video was asking for as how to create the LoRa. So since last night I have been playing with this diffusion pipe repo, which is the only resource available at the moment to create video LoRa on top of HunyuanVideo or few other models. Now I will be upfront. This repo is a good effort, but still lot of bugs in it, a lot of resource requirement, and most of the time it doesn't work because there are a lot of dependencies which are clashing with each other. First, secondly, even if it works, which I managed to get it working, at the end of the day, after much tinkering, it doesn't really generate what we like it to generate. Maybe here and there some things get generated. Now the only way, I believe, after reading through a lot of comments and threads and testing it out, I think the only way you can create a decent LoRa if you fine tune or train it or create LoRa for 1000 to 2000 epochs, which is a long time and requires a lot of GPU power for a prolonged period of time. First that, and then secondly you would need 15 to 20 images in 512 by 512 or 1024 by 1024, very good resolution in order to get a decent performance or a passable performance, I would say, in terms of creating this LoRa. So can be done, but at the moment it is very buggy, quite cumbersome. So I'm going to show you what is the process, how to use it, but I won't be able to show you the whole process because it takes long time and a lot of resources. But I'm really hoping that we would be able to see some simple to follow steps, simple to use, or at least workable tools which everyone would be able to use it to create LoRa's out of these video models. And it is just a matter of time because this is the next frontier. We already have a lot of tools which we create LoRa's for text models and for vision models, but and we already have covered all of them on the channel. But for the video one, because it is just a very new thing, and I think that is why it is so raw and requires a lot of effort. Anyway, so what we are going to do here, we are going to install this diffusion pipe locally, and then I will show you just a process as how you can also do it if you have the resources, if you have the time, images, and you have the sort of passion to just go through all the pain of fixing all the dependency hell attached to this diffusion pipe. Before I proceed further, let me give a huge shout out to Mast Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on very affordable prices, I would highly recommend them. I will drop the link to their website with a discount coupon of 50% discount on a range of GPUs, so do check them out. Let me take you to my Ubuntu system, and this is my GPU card NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. I would highly recommend you use 80 GB of VRAM if you are doing this video LoRa because it requires lots and lots of VRAM. But as I'm just showing you the process, so I'm just going to go with 48 GB of VRAM. Now, not only you would require this much VRAM, but also make sure that your system is quite performant in terms of memory and CPU. Okay, so enough talk. Let me clear the screen. First up, let's create the virtual environment with Conda. And this is highly recommended to create this virtual environment for it. And next up, we need to install the CUDA and the GCC compilers. And now let's install Flash Attention, and this is also highly recommended. So make sure you are using a modern GPU because only modern GPUs they support flash attention. Now you see, it is telling me that it couldn't find the torch, so it means that first we need to install the torch. So now before I install the torch and flash attention, let me do one more thing. Let me git clone the repo of this diffusion pipe and we will cd into it. Let's wait for it. That's done. And then I am going to install all the requirements from the root of this repo. This should install everything we need, but we need to double check if anything fails. We just have to install it manually. That is what I have found out, and it is, I think it's sort of a lottery what exactly your uh, configuration is. You see that it is now again giving me the error about torch. So let me install the torch. And so with the hit and trial, I have found out that if it starts complaining about this torch, you just not only have to install the torch, but you also have to install all of these things, which include torch, torch vision, torch audio, inops, and all this stuff, plus diffuser and lot of other things. And this takes around 3 to 4 minutes. So let's wait for it. And the torch is installed. Now let's install all those requirements with this pip. Let me paste it here. And let's wait for it now. And this time it is progressing well. And don't worry, I'm going to put all of these commands in my blog and I will give you the link to it. Okay, eventually everything is installed and you can ignore this warning. Now there are few things which you need to do. First, you have to make sure that you have 15 to 20 images of very high resolution in 512 by 512 or ideally 1024 by 1024 resolution. And then just put them in some repo or in some folder in your local system. Let me open this repo in VS Code and let me show you. So once you open this repo in your editor of any kind, go to examples directory. In examples directory, this is the dataset.toml. You see that this is, I'm just using 512 resolution for my images. You can use 10, 12, and rest of it just keep as is for now. And you see this is a number of repeats and this is the path where your images are. So I'm just going to give it the path to my own system. So this is the local directory LoRA which I have on my local system, where I have just pasted some random images from my own just in 512 by 512 resolution, and this is just a random images. So this is what you need to do in the dataset.toml, and then this is a HunyuanVideo.toml file. These are toml is just a markup language for text which you can use. Now here you can create your own dataset like this one. Then you can, if you want, you can simply for evaluation, but I'm not doing it. This is where it is going to put your output directory. So you can create a directory something like wherever you like in your local one, or I'm just going to create a separate one on my local system. And then you just need to leave as is rest of most of the stuff. You see this is where it is running epochs with 1000. If you don't get what you want, you maybe decrease this value because you see that it also says that don't know how long I want to train. And then rest of the stuff, if you have multiple GPUs, I don't think so it is going to work on multiple GPUs at the moment because there is no parallelism, there is no deep speed sort of thing. And then this is the gradient accumulation, and rest of it you can just leave as is. There is nothing really, and these are simple configuration which you can use for, it's a standard one for most of the stuff for learning and training. It is using AdamW optimizer, which is a general one. So I'm just going to save it. So these are the two files you need to change. You already have your images in your directory, and that is all the settings which you need to do. Now in order to run it, what you need to do is you just need to run this command which I'm about to paste, where sorry, where you just have to disable this P2P and then this IB disable. These are the stuff that you need to do, especially if you are using NVIDIA RTX 4000 GPU. But I think that you should just use it as is for every GPU from NVIDIA. And then you can see that we are specifying this example toml file wherever all the configuration is, and that is all you need to do. And then it is going to take hours and hours to do the stuff. So you see that it is setting the accelerator to CUDA. It is going to download some stuff, and then it will go on and on and on. So this is the process which I just wanted to show you, because there were a couple of people who were asking it about it again and again. But as I said earlier, I won't really recommend using this process. This is full of bugs, and it is going to take a lot of time and resources. My suggestion: wait for maybe a couple of weeks. I'm more than sure there will be much better ways to do this. Maybe some GUI tool, or if you're looking for an idea to build a tool in AI, this is your chance. That's it. I hope that you enjoyed it, and maybe if you give it a try, it works. Let me know if you, because it's such a bleeding edge. If you feel that there is something which I haven't mentioned, please share your experiment with a full command or link in the comments. Happy to discuss it further. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you are already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps. Thank you for watching.